Yo, what's up guys? My name is Rick. Not really. Hey everybody, Leesby here. I'm not Rick, but my opponent is Rick though. A.k.a. Dangerous36M. I don't know where did that come from? I like grew an accent right there. But yeah, an OU match? What is this madness? Normally I kinda try to stay away from it. Just because of it's mainly because of all the drama, and I'm kind of tired of seeing comments like, oh my god, I'm seeing the same 6 Pokemon all the time. I mean, granted, I can mix it up, like, I can use, like, some really lower tier OUs, but, you know, they're still OU, and people don't like OU because of the weather and all that stuff, but, you know, here's the thing, like, if, like, I can enjoy playing OU sometimes, you know, if the match is, like, really good, if I'm playing on, like, near equal level with my opponent, then, you know, it gets really intense. But, here we go. I lead with Rotom-W, and he has a Gliscor. I'm gonna make the immediate first turn switch. And, you know, I did that predicting the Protect, so I'd rather not waste an attack when I know he's just gonna Protect anyways. I thought he would lead with Politoed just to get the rain up, you know, but he didn't, so I'm going to go for the Dragon Pulse, predicting his switch out. I did not want to go for the Surf because then going for Surf would reveal that Latias was choiced in some way, and usually Latias is usually the bulky set. So, yeah. I'm going to switch into my Terrakion. You know, I'm just expecting him to go for the Stealth Rock, and he does, so I'm just going to go for the Protect just to, I don't know, hit anything really. But he goes for Protect, and now I know he's going to switch because he thinks that I'm locked into the close combat. But that is not the case because I'm running Swords Dance on this one, so yeah. In goes this Gliscor. I'm going to go for the Stone Edge at full health. Look at this damage right here. That's a lot. Like, if this is a jolly-natured Terrakion, if I was running Adamant Nature, oh geez, that would have hurt. Like, I think that would have O-code from full health. Like, I guess whatever, depends on what investment Rick has on this Gliscor. I don't know. But he does get off the Earthquake. It is going to do a crap ton of damage because, you know, I don't know. It's super effective, of course, and, you know, I'm just going to go for the close combat. I didn't want to miss Stone Edge, and I didn't want him bringing in Feral Thorn on the Stone Edge, so I just went for the safe close combat to take something out. But, you know, Life Orb's going to kick in and take my Terrakion out as well. But he's going to bring in Tentacruel, and I'm going to bring in Metagross on we're both bringing them in on a blind switch. And I'm just going to go for the Stealth Rock, you know, just in case the Tentacruel wants to set up Toxic Spikes or something. Because that's what most of these Tentacruels like to do, you know, on the Rain stall team. And I believe this match took place after Excadrill and Thundurus got banned from OU. So, you know, thus the more appearances of Rain stall, but you know, whatever. Anyways, I switched to my Rotom-W, and he predicts that, so he makes the double switch to Ferrothorn. But I am going to go for the trick here. I just want to try to cripple this thing. But I know he's going to switch next turn because, you know, why would he want to cripple Ferrothorn, right? And, you know, I'm just going to predict him to switch out in general. And I'm just going to go to my Sableye. By the way, props if you get the nickname reference. Like the general reference where that nickname came from. Yeah, anyways. He does go into Politoed. It's not like a particularly good or bad lineup, but I do get off the Confuse Ray hacks, and I do get the Confusion hacks first turn. Now, what I should have done, I should have switched him out immediately. But I decided to be an idiot, I guess, and go for the Will-O-Wisp. And that wouldn't be a bad thing if he didn't snap out of the Confusion the turn after I get the Confusion Ray on him. The Confuse Ray on him. And he takes me up with the Hydro Bomb. Doesn't miss, so that kind of sucks because, you know, he could have been helpful later. But I do kind of make up for it, and he's going to over-predict, and he's going to expect the trick. You know, predicting, I don't know. He thought I was going to predict the Feral Thorn coming in and go for the trick, but I just wanted to kill that Politoed, and even if he brought it in, I can just get in something I want in for free. I can just get in Metagross or anything else. But now I'm going to go to my Latias, and I'm going to go for the Dragon Balls. I still didn't want to go for the Draco Meteor, because in case he brought in Feral Thorn, that would have walled me, and then he would know that I was Choice Spexed, probably. But he goes for the Rapid Spin, and, you know, I get a critical hit on the Dragon Pulse. Now imagine that if that was Draco Meteor, that would have killed it, and he wouldn't have got that Rapid Spin off. So, you know, I I guess, like, I had to, I don't know, I didn't want to spoil the surprise, and I got another surprise from later, I guess. Now, right here, I am going to switch out into my Rotom Wash, and he's going to go to Ferrothorn. Now, I don't know why I actually made that switch into Ferrothorn, not to Ferrothorn, but to Rotom, but I make kind of a stupid play here, another one, and I stay in and go for the Hidden Power Fire. 1, I kind of forgot the rain was up. 2, I completely forgot that Power Whip was coming, so I don't know why I thought he wasn't going to do that. Maybe I thought he was going to predict my switch or something weird like that, but I should have just switched out. That would have been much, much better and much safer in my opinion. But you know, it's just a little hindsight thing that I didn't happen to think it over. But yeah, he's gonna bring in his Vespiquen on the Hammer Arm. I should have went for Stealth Rock, but I don't know. Like, you're gonna kind of see that doesn't matter too much. Like, you'll really see why that doesn't matter too much. So I go for the Meteor Mash, and he's gonna go for the Defend Order just to boost its defenses. Vespiquen is normally something that you don't see in OU, mainly because it's a bug flying type, you know, gets wrecked by Stealth Rocks, and normally you'd see Vespiquen in NU, which I think even in this generation is NU, but it's really bulky, and you know, with the right support, it can work. So I believe I'm gonna have my Latias here go for the Trick. So yeah, I'm revealing that I'm running choice specs with Trick. So yeah, I got 2 tricking Pokemon on this particular team, you know, Scarf and then Specs. So the fact that I did trick this thing was very helpful, because now he's locked into attack order, and he is no longer able to roost off any damage that I can deal to him. So he'll either have to stay in or switch out, and you know, I can just go for the Meteor Mash, and I get another critical hit. Now, if you saw how much damage the other crit did, not the other crit, but the other Hammer Arm did last time, it was like maybe a 3-hit KO. But you know, it kind of sped up the process anyways, but I don't know. But, you know, he's not going to be able to do all that much damage because, you know, my Metagross is, like, freaking bulky and powerful. Okay, yeah, whatever. I'm just going to go for another Meteor Mash. I don't get an attack boost, sadly, but, you know, that might have been helpful. Especially against his Ferrothorn if he decided to switch that in next. But he does go into Tentacruel, and he's going to go for the Protect just to stall me out a bit and get some more Rain Dish and Black Sludge recovery. I think he switches this turn. No, he goes with the Surf. I believe he's running Surf over Scald just because if he's running the Toxic Spikes, then, you know, Scald would kind of conflict with Toxic Spikes because, you know, you might burn something that you might want to poison. And Surf does have more power, so that would have been helpful in some situations. But I think I get another critical hit that was pointless. But in comes this Toxicroak. I believe this was his Swords Dance, Adamant Natured one. I don't remember at the moment, but he goes for Cross Chop something, and yeah, that's like his offensive one. He misses Cross Chop, and I hit the Meteor Mash. So yeah, we're kind of seeing some PO hacks like shenanigans going on here, which is just weird. I don't even know how that's supposed to work. I mean, it's freaking Wi-Fi. It's not PO. You're not supposed to. There's not supposed to be this much hacks. And actually, in a couple of games I have backed up, I hacked, like, me and my opponents, like, traded hacks with one another. It was so weird. But, anyways, he's going to bring in Ferrothorn. He's going to go for the Leech Seed as I go for the Hammer Arm. But, you know, I kind of expected him to Leech Seed, and now he's going to go for the Protect. I don't know. I guess there wasn't much he could do. I mean, he could have went for Power Whip, but then, you know, Rose Raid could just quad resist. And yes, I know what you're thinking. Wait, even in OU, you're using a freaking Rose Raid? Yeah. And I have another team that uses Rose Raid that I'm wanting to try out later. I don't know. Like, I have not indulged myself in OU all that much. I mean, I'm better at the lower tiers. Mainly because, like, I don't know. It feels more balanced, and I feel like I know how everything works in it. And, you know, I feel like I could give it my best without feeling like a failure if I ever lose. So, I'm going to take out the Ferrothorn with a couple Hidden Power Fires, you know. Not much stalling needed to be done there, and that's going to be the game. So yeah, this match was pretty weird, I got to admit. You know, it's kind of like the rotation match we had, and I guess I can link it in the description, but we had a rotation OU match before this. This one went a bit better because, you know, there was a bit more predicting involved, but there was a lot of hacks here, so I have no idea. It's just like, you know, it's like when PO gives you really the worst hacks, and then, you know, sometimes you just lose your momentum right off the bat and you just feel like you want to rage quit the program and just freaking punch your computer screen. But I don't really know. But yeah, if you like this video and, you know, stuff like that, leave a like, leave a comment as well. I love to read comments, and, you know, I'll reply to some comments, you know, if you got anything nice to say and all that stuff, you know. But yeah, GG Rick. Hopefully we'll have another game soon. We actually had an NU match at one of his streams that randomly DC'd. Like, I forget how many turns we were in. It was like early game and it DC'd randomly, and I don't know why. But, you know, Wi-Fi's a troll, and we all know that. But, you know, rant aside, potential rant aside, I will see you guys later. Peace.